Hey everybody, welcome back to Barbecue. Right, we're on today's episode. What I'm going to be doing a bourbon flank beefsteak taco. It's not exactly Taco Tuesday. In fact, it's not even Tuesday. I don't know what the day is, but it doesn't matter. Listen, you'll be able to fix these things any night of the week. So let's go ahead and get started on this thing. Let me show you how we're going to put this thing together. Let me show you what all we got going on. Alright, so the first thing we got is you got your flank steak. The flank steak, I marinated it overnight in Worcestershire sauce, olive oil, water, salt, pepper, garlic, cumin, a little bit of lime juice, and some bourbon. Now, the reason you want to marinate flank steak is extremely lean, and salt and acid such as lime juice, when it gets in there overnight and it sits in there, talks to it, all that good jazz, it helps break it down, make it more tender. So that's what we did with the flank steak. When you go to the grocery store to buy flank steak, when you pick it up, you will see it has a very strong grain. It runs long ways. It's very easy to see. We're not going to cut it long ways. We're going to cut it against the grain. When we put it on these tacos, we're going to cut it on a bias. So that's the deal with the flank steak. Now also, when we grill the flank steak, we are going to temp it to an internal temperature of 145. We're going to pull it off for a few minutes. It'll still ramp up a little bit to roughly about 150. Now, to the seasoned people out there who's cooked flank steak forever and watched other videos and all that kind of stuff, they're probably wanting to throw their hat at the camera or something, saying, man, you can't be grilling flank steak to 145. That's going to mess it up. What a lot of folks like to do, they like to grill it to about 125 and call it done. And then when you slice in it, you see all these juices running out, which to me it looks like just red blood. I'm not into that. For the folks that like 125, y'all have at it. I'm going to do 145. It's going to be a little bit more done. That's how I like it. Also, we will be doing this on the kettle grill. We're going to be doing two-zone cooking. Lily, what's two-zone cooking? Glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. You have two different zones in the kettle. You're going to have your hot zone and your cold zone, holding zone, not so hot zone. I actually have some fire brick at my house that I've put in the center, and I'm going to light a large chimney of coal, and I'm going to pour it on one side. That's going to be the hot zone. We're going to grill the flank steak on both sides for roughly 2.5 minutes. Press it in there really nice, get some nice char on it, it looks really good. Then after that, we do both sides. Then we're going to move it over to more what you call the holding zone. We're going to put the top on it, and we are going to cook it till it temps 145 in the center. Then we're going to pull it off, hold it for a little bit, slice it, then we're going to build our taco. Now, the other things that's going on in this steak taco, you got to have some salsa. We're going to make some homemade salsa. We got Roma's tomatoes, we got some jalapeno peppers, got a little bit of onion, a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of garlic. We're also going to be topping it with some homemade avocado sauce. Avocado, dude, it ain't avocado. That's what you got to use to make this stuff. Guacamole. I'll be using avocado, lime juice, a little bit of diced onions, which very fine diced white onion, because you don't necessarily, or at least I don't, want like large chunks of onions in there. We're going to be throwing some cumin in it, a little bit of hot sauce. We're going to throw a little tad of sugar in it also, and we're going to put a little bit of cilantro in it. So basically for everything here I just mentioned, there's a little tip that I hope I can share with you. Then the last thing we're going to top it with is something that this guy's got to jack up. We're going to have some jacked up sour cream. Now you might be saying, Lily, how in this world can you jack up sour cream? I'm going to tell you. We're going to take sour cream, we're going to hit it with some fresh lime juice, a little bit of cumin. Now, we want the sour cream to a consistency to where it's slightly runny. Not to where you can pour it out, but just slightly runny. I'm telling you, man, it adds so much to it. So that's the take, or the skinny, so to speak. This guy's not that skinny. On what we're going to be doing today. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's just bounce ourselves on over to the kettle. I'm going to show you how we're going to get that thing fired up today. You all ready to go over there? I know I am. Whoop! Giddy up. Alright everybody, we're over here to the grill. Let me show you how we're going to light this today. We've got a paraffin wax cube. We just hit it with the lighter. Thing fired up first time. I'm going to tell you why this thing lighted up the first time. Because I got rid of the other one the other day. I kicked it down the road. So you just do that like that. We've got a large chimney of charcoal. We're going to set right there. We're going to put it on there. About 25 minutes, that thing's going to be ready to dump. We're going to be ready to get this flame steak on the road. All right, everything's looking good here. So let's go ahead and get this on. Ooh, Nelly, I'm going to have to clean this before I put food on there. Now, like I say, I've got the one side here, as you can see, right here where I'm going to dump it. We'll pour our coals right there. Hit that a little bit there, get those things flattened out a little bit. Alright, we're going to put our steak on in just a minute. Like I was saying earlier in the video, pretty much with everything here, there's some small tips that hopefully I can give you, maybe you can use. Aroma tomato makes really good salsa. Okay, I like to take this little guy out here. Just take time, just core it out. You know, with little cuttings like this, things like using smaller knives really help. So anyway, you just take a knife. You just want to quarter them, and once you finish quartering them, something I would like to show you. If you've ever had salsa and it was runny, okay, there's a reason why it's runny, like fresh homemade salsa. Inside the tomato, where all the seeds and things are, is all of the liquid. If you prefer a fresh homemade salsa that's a little bit runnier, you will throw this in your blender. If you would like a little thicker, heartier salsa, take a spoon and just pull that out, and you will be using more of just the tomato flesh. So, let me just give you an example while I'm at it. Take a spoon, just pull it out. That's it. That's all there is to it. All the seeds are gone. So, they're in the magical trash can there you can't see. So, if you would like to take a little knife and just hit like there where it's holding on, you can do that. That holds it out quickly. If you would like to just take a knife and do the whole thing that way, you can do that. I do say I would be more careful with that last version though, because you definitely do not want to hit yourself. So that's basically how you get the insides out of a tomato. Look at it split. So that's the tomato trick, so to speak. Jalapeno pepper. Just cut the ends off that rascal. In fact, that last end didn't necessarily have to cut off. Just slice in half. Now, folks think that where the heat is in a jalapeno pepper are the seeds. That's not accurate, okay? It's in the membrane, which is that white flesh. So you can just take your knife and hit that, pull that out. And there must be somebody else on this street barbecue. Oh, no, that's me, man. Dude, it's windy here today. I got my grill way over there with that chimney of charcoal going, man, and it is finding its way over here. Way to like mess up a show, dude. So you just take your knife and just hold it out. No biggie. Now when you throw this in the blender, you know, you don't have to be super fine with, especially if you've got a fancy jacked up blender. You know, you can pretty much throw like human body parts in there and it'll do it up. So that's how you want to do a jalapeno pepper. A trick for a lime, okay? Limes have a lot of juice in it, but sometimes you have a hard time getting the juice out. So a pro tip, put your lime in the microwave. If you're just doing one, do it about 15 seconds, do it to where it's warm to the touch. You want to take it and you'll want to roll it, okay? That breaks up all the little, I don't know what they're called, in there on the lime, or in the lime, okay? That just breaks it up. Cut your lime in half. Man, I should have sharpened that thing before I started my show. Made me look silly. Now, it's very aromatic, okay? You know you did well when you get that big smell coming at you. Now, the last thing we're going to be throwing in there, other than like garlic, salt and pepper, and some cumin, cilantro. Let me tell you a little something about cilantro. Cilantro is similar to garlic, not in taste or anything like that. But have you ever made a dish and you put too much garlic in and it kind of overtook the dish? Cilantro, be careful with it. It's very fresh tasting. It tastes so good. It really does. But if you use too much of it, you will know it. The reason you'll know it is your dish will taste soapy. Yes, I said soap. S-O-A-P. Soapy. I don't know what it is with cilantro. If you use too much, it makes it taste like soap, but it does. Okay, so that's the skinny on making salsa. So you got to start with avocados. Picking an avocado, you want one that's soft to the touch. You don't want them green. You want them black. If it's got a little bit of streak of green in it, that's okay. Guacamole is something that you need to make like right then. It's not a thing where you would make it now for tomorrow or anything like that. You really need guacamole to be as fresh as you can possibly get it. So to do guacamole, you got to take avocado, and it has a large seed in it, so you got to get the seed out. So you just want to go round and round, pop a knife in it the way I did. You'll see where you're finished. Take them, we'll twist them, okay? As you can see, that has a very large seed in it. The way to get the seed out, you want to hold this firmly. You take your knife, okay, and you pop it in there, and you twist, and it comes right out. Pop, twist, it comes right out. Okay, so that is the trick to an avocado. Now, getting the avocado out, you want to take a knife, you want to go down in there and score it all the way down to the skin. Let's just call it skin. I was going to say rind or whatever, but that's more of a watermelon. So like I say, you just want to do that as many times as you can. Even when avocado is soft, sometimes when you mix it, it doesn't want to break down real easily. So the smaller you're able to get them out, the better off you are. So that's what you do there. That's the trick to an avocado. And when you're finished with that, you'll take a spoon, and it will easily go in between the skin and the flesh, and it just comes right out. You just scoop it right out. And nothing but a G thing. There you go. So I've got 3 pretty good sized ones here. So as you can tell, it takes a minute or so for each avocado. Ain't no biggie. Ain't no biggie, says Miss Piggy. So that's the trick to the avocado. What else we throwing in here? I'm gonna let you know. We're gonna do the lime trick again. So we microwaved it for like 15 seconds. You roll it around, cut it in half. Oh man, you shot all over the place. Okay, you take it, just squirt it in there, like so. As you can see, that's actually getting quite a bit out. It smells quite good. I will tell you, there is one thing I usually put in guacamole that I don't have in here with me, but I will add it to it. Is a little bit of sugar, and I'm going to add it to the salsa as well. The salsa turned out really good. With the salsa, I did go ahead, and I think the last 3 Roma tomatoes, I did go ahead and just cut the tomato up and use the seeds, flesh and all. So it would mix easier, and it does have a little bit of run to it. I did use a lot of onion. I like onion quite a bit, so this isn't like a deep colored red salsa. It's maybe mauve. Let's just go with the word mauve because it does have so much onion in it. We're going to add a little TP to it. Now, you know, things are to taste. You can make guacamole 5 times, and just if you just throw it in there by sight or whatever, it's going to taste different five different times. And there's really absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in there. Giddy up. We got onion. I'm going to throw onion in it. White diced onion. You do want this a pretty good, pretty fine dice. You really do. I mean, if you don't like it and you want big chunks in it, that's all right too. You do you. Got a little bit of cumin. Got to throw up in there. I was getting ready to say we're going to do some hot sauce too, but hey, I've already done the hot sauce. So now all that's left, a little bit of salt. Tell you what, I have a tendency of going crazy with this salt. So this time, I'm going to do it with my hand. How about that move, huh? What? There it is! Oh man, I just threw that all over myself. Dude, I'm an idiot. Don't be hitting the like button on that when I said I'm an idiot. A little bit of pepper. Here we go. So the only thing left to do now is to just go ahead and do these avocados and do that trick and then get it in there, mash it up. Cilantro, going to add some cilantro. This is actually diced up pretty good, pretty fine. Once again, don't go crazy with it. I'm not bragging on myself, but on the salsa, I think I hit it just right. I think if I'd have put any more in it, it would have been a bit much. But with the amount I put in it, you can taste it, and it tastes good. It tastes so fresh. So let's go right there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish this up. Then I'm going to show you how we're going to do the jacked up sour cream. All right, so let's go ahead and get this jacked up sour cream going on here. Our coals are almost ready to put our flank steak on. So I took probably like 12 ounces of sour cream. We're going to hit it with some cumin. It's just whatever you think looks good. Eyeball. Once again, a 15-second test with the lemon. Now, I just realized doing this, I just messed up. I don't have a knife over here, so and I'm not going to edit this part out. I'm going to walk myself right over there that y'all can't see on camera, and I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm coming right back. See you in just a few seconds. I don't know why in the world they let me have a show. Hey, I came back. I told you I would. And I'm not cutting that part out. I'm telling the tech guy, leave that in there. So 15-second deal with the lime, looking pretty good here. Tell you what, man, that worked really well. Let me see what this is going to look like with just the juice of a half lime. Don't want to go putting too much in there if it's not necessary. I like working with a whisk, man. A whisk is so much better than a spoon or a fork lots of times. All right, this is looking pretty good. It's not exactly where I want it, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. Giddy up. Let's go ahead and put the rest of this in there. This will kind of liquefy it down a little tad. All right, let's give it a spin. Let's give it a spin around, which I'm throwing all over my table back here. I don't think y'all can see. So, a hint with this, you actually want to fix this, a few minutes early. Let it, it needs at least 15 minutes for it to just kind of hang out, kind of gel. Now, with this, like everything else, you do want to taste it, and if it needs a little something, go ahead and add it now. Okay, that tastes really good. I can definitely taste the lime juice. I'm going to add a little bit of cumin. A little bit more. I think that little bit more cumin is going to take it to another level. And that's what we like to do around here. We take things from here, we jack it up to here, man. So alrighty, I believe this is looking good. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and we're going to call this done. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our flank steak on. Okay, you may have noticed that I did add a few more coals to the charcoal. I'm going to spray some stuff on here. Now here's a tip. I'm actually going to spray it on this side and then spin my grate around so I'm not spraying the fire. So don't want a big flame up. Okay, so there we go. And they will spin this around. There you go. I got the turntable. All right, let's go ahead and throw this flank steak on. Let's go ahead and make this happen. The flank steak, I did season it with salt and pepper on both sides. Just salt and pepper, that's it. Oh yeah, we got a little sizzle. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna press that in real good. We're gonna keep this on here. Let's go 2.5 minutes. All right, it's been about 2.5 minutes. Let's go ahead and turn this baby over. Oh yeah. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is ready to get off here. I just temped at 147. So it's ready to go. Oh my goodness. Look at those juices. I don't know where the camera is. Let's put it right here. Look at them juices coming off of there. What? So just gonna put that up there. Gonna foil that for about 5 minutes. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these bricks out of here. I'm going to spread those coals all around in there, and I'm going to lay some tortilla shells on there. So while we got a few minutes waiting on that to rest, let's go ahead and pop these down there. Oh shucks, it's going to take a little bit more room than I thought. I'm going to get at least 4 on there, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can work our magic. I tell you one thing, my magic ain't staying down there very long. It's warm down up in there. We're going to let those sit for about a minute, minute and a half, then we're going to flip them. We don't want to char them or anything, we just want to warm them up. Glad to see y'all back here at the eating table. I'm ready to do this. I don't know about y'all, but let's do it. This flank steak, like I say, it temped about 148, somewhere in there. I've got an assembly line ready to go here. Let's do it. Let's see what this is going to look like. Ooh, Nelly. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's looking good. I can tell you one thing. This guy's having Taco Tuesday or Taco whatever day it is, or grill flank steak day more often. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, man. I know there's some people on my street want to come over. Hey, Doc, come on down and get you one of these grill flank steaks, brother. I talked to Doc the other day, man. He's all right. Speaking of all right, dude, I'm not fibbing. Oh my goodness, this is looking so good. We got the juices running out, and these are juices. This isn't blood, so that's good to go. I tell you what, I'm going to taste one just by the flank steak itself. Oh yeah. Man, you can taste the bourbon up in there. I think I may have used more bourbon than I did anything else in the marinade. It's alright. It's okay, man. Alright. Tell you what. Let's put this puppy together. I got to roll my sleeves up on this. We got one of these warm tortilla shells. Oh yeah. Let's go on up in here. Like I say, I don't like cooking it. All that not doneness like a lot of folks. I'm gonna get myself 2 strips. And this is not well done. It's close to well done, but it's not well done. Now let's start the assembly line. Why don't you guys come on over here? We're gonna hit it with some salsa. Dude, I got a feeling this shell might not make it. I may have to double up. I may have to make myself a chalupa to be able to hold this stuff. Now, man, I'm going to tell you right now, I dig, and I mean I absolutely dig guacamole. I'm putting it on there. Then this jacked up soured cream. Ooh, Nelly. Oh, hello. let all of y'all out there in TV land have a focus on that. There you go. Then we're going to top it with just a little bit of cilantro. Just a hint. A little bit more greenery. I tell you what, let's put that right back there for next time. Alright, let's do it. Dude, this thing, I know when I bite it, it's going to go everywhere. It's going to drip all over the place. Alright, it doesn't matter, man. This guy's made a fool of himself on camera so many times, it ain't even funny. So I'm fixing to do it again. I'm going in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now squirt out the top. Yeah. I think I told y'all earlier, this guy's gonna have to double up on this. Cause one, I can feel it taking the stress test and it ain't passing. Woo! I'm going to go in for another. Dude, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. This is just, woo! Man, can you smell what I'm cooking? That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Mm-hmm. I got it all over my face. Oh my goodness. Dude, that is lit. No cap. I got to go in for some janitorial services right here real quick. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me, people. Woo! I'm going to tell you now. I don't think I should finish this on camera. So I'm going to bird it. Right there it is. Nothing but 3. Alright. Let's go ahead and go over what we did today. We got a bourbon grilled flank steak. Marinated it with a few different things in there overnight. Hit it up on the kettle grill. Just season it with salt and pepper. We made a salsa, some guacamole, jacked up sour cream, cilantro, some tortilla shells that we just hit so nice up on the kettle grill. Put it all together. Then when I taste tested it, made a fool of myself, but that's all right. That's what keeps y'all coming back for more, hopefully. Anyway, listen, man, I had a good time making this. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for everything you all do from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate you for going over to the YouTube, watching the video, Barbecue Riot on Facebook. When you go watch the video, be sure to subscribe. When you hit the bell, hit all, okay? When you hit the bell, click it, or you're going to get a ticket from the grilling police. And the description, the link is down in the description. So anyway, listen, thank y'all very much. Until next time, I'll see you then. Giddy up.